video, probably be a couple days worth of video, but I'm actually on my way down to from Idaho to Portland. Not a very pretty trip, I'm not gonna lie. Although I'm sure it's pretty to someone. I'm on my way down to pick up something I've always wanted. It's a knee mill, vertical knee mill. It's an old one, pretty good price on it. Hopefully it's as good as it looks in the pictures. It actually has got some tooling with it. It's a pretty big X and Y table. I've only seen it in pictures, so hopefully I'm as impressed with it in person as I was with the pictures and the price. But I got to rent a little forklift to move it. Don't know what it weighs. It was made in the 50s. Looks like it's all cast, as most of those knee mills were. 3-phase power. It's only a half-horse knee mill, but it'll probably do everything I needed to do. And I love old American tools, and it's actually Gulk, G-O-L-K, and I believe it was made in Redding, California. At least that's what's stamped on the casting anyway. Can't find any information on it, but it does have a pretty high serial number, so they must have made quite a few of them at one time. Maybe it came from a factory, I don't know, but apparently it's been in this guy's house for I can't remember how long they actually said, 20 or 30 years he's owned it. And apparently he passed away, the gentleman did, and it's his daughter just getting rid of it. So hopefully I'll become the new owner and carry on his tradition of machinery and bring it back to my shop where I can do some good with it. And well, I'll just take you along and give you little snapshots of the things I'm doing. Kind of boring right now, I'm just driving, but got the forklift out and loaded up, that sort of thing, and get to see it. Heck, you get to see the trailer I'm towing too. I've never really showed you guys that. I've made a trailer, I started like a year and a half ago. I don't suggest you make your own trailer, for the record. Even if you are a good welder and you have lots of time, they're pretty involved, but the way I did mine is a little unusual. It's got independent suspension on each tire and wheel, and it's a tandem axle, if you will, so it's got four tires and wheels, and airbags for suspension. And it's interesting looking. You'll see that, but I'll let you see what happens when I load it and strap it down, assuming I get it up there without it falling over and breaking. They're kind of tall. It'll be interesting to strap it down, but I'm not too worried about it. I got lots of straps and chains and binders. And so I'll just take you along for the ride. So reconvene when I actually get there and I'm doing something. Mount Hood and the John Day Dam. Prettiest thing I've seen in a while. Messed up. I forgot to bring the camera with me this morning. I was in a hurry to try and get there before they delivered the forklift, which I was going to need for loading and unloading or whatnot. I forgot the camera, left it in my bag. So anyway, I did pick up the knee mill. It's pretty cool. It's an old one for sure, but it's got some good bones to it. Everything works really good. Slides are good. Has not had any hardship, it doesn't look like. It's been treated pretty well. So I did pick it up. I don't know if you can see it there in the back. It's on my trailer, following me pretty close. I never showed you the trailer either, but it was quite a treasure trove. Kind of a gold mine, really. I should have probably brought more money. They had all kinds of stuff for sale, and it was all just pristine. The guy had just tons of tooling. I probably could have stolen the whole thing for a song, quite honestly. I got this knee mill and buckets and boxes of tooling that go with it, cutters and drill bits, and just tons of stuff. Some of it I actually wasn't even sure what it was. I know it went to it, but I've never seen some of it before. It's so old, but it was a good day. Took me 6 hours to get it loaded on there. A little top heavy and a little difficult to maneuver where it was at, but overall it was a pretty good day. You don't get much better in this. On my way back home now. So I'll have to take a video probably tomorrow when I get home, just to show you guys what I got before I unload, or as I unload. Show you my trailer, which I promised you and I didn't do. It's towing magnificently. It's a maiden voyage with a actual heavy load on it. Never really had a heavy load on it, and it doesn't even seem to care, and I guess that's a good thing. So yeah, it's going to be good, I think, assuming I don't lose it on the way home. But I got it strapped down pretty good. I think it's going to be a good addition. Just need to clean it up, paint it up, and find a place for it in my shop. So I have a place for it, connected to 3-phase power, and life will be good. Of course, I got to figure out what some of that tooling is. I got a bunch of tooling, V-blocks, 90-degree mount blocks. I got a ton of stuff. So anyway, just thought I'd give you guys an update and probably kick this camera back on when I actually get home and show you what I got. That'll probably be tomorrow, and it might be raining. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. So anyway, see you then. Hey, welcome back. I got home fairly late last night. No problems though, no issues getting home. The knee mill didn't even move, stayed right where I wanted it to. Trailer did great. And the reason I mentioned the trailer is because it's brand new, and I just finished fabrication on it, and never really towed it with a heavy load. I think I mentioned that earlier. This wasn't ultra heavy, but heavy enough to good test and quite a few miles. I think Portland's approximately 400 miles from my house, so I actually went to Tigard, which is a little bit farther, but anyway, it did great. Probably the best, hands down the best trailer I've ever owned. Tracks well, suspension's phenomenal. Well, I'll give you a look at it, and you'll see the knee mill up on the top of it or whatever, but it's, we'll go to that in a second. So, well, there's my dog Ayla. But that's my trailer, just the back. It's kind of a beaver tail, just a small one, and then I haven't made the ramps yet just because I haven't had a need to, but in theory they'll actually go underneath here in those little slots. And that's my logo. Obviously it's gray, 16 feet long, 8 foot 3 inches wide, basically. A little shy of that, but that's pretty much what the state allows. And those colors you see right there, the orange and the gray, that will in fact be the color of the knee mill. So hope you like those colors. Anyway, it's my trailer. It's all tubing basically. I don't think I have hardly any angle on here. It's all rectangular tubing or square tubing all the way, except for these parts right here obviously are the angle where it ties in with the tubes on the end. And this is mostly a walking surface. I got 6'6" on the inside bed where the wood is actually at. But you could load here because I actually have you know, knee braces all the way along it, so it's pretty stout. And this is 1/4 inch steel here. I believe these are 3/16. All this stuff is 3/16. Well, this is actually thicker, but this is all 3/16 or greater. So it works pretty good. D-rings all the way down both sides of it. Mud flaps, tandem axle, like I said. But the thing that's a little bit different about this trailer versus like a normal trailer obviously is I'll show you to crawl underneath, but it's independently suspended, so, which I don't recommend anybody do unless you got tons of time on your hands. But basically that is your independent suspension. So each wheel and tire has its own suspension. The shock, the rubber bladder bag, and then pivot points for it all to basically suspend. So it works awesome. I mean, just sucks the bumps. I mean, I'm eating bumps up in my truck, and my truck ride's pretty good, but I have to say this thing rides a whole hell of a lot better, I can tell that. But it actually turned out pretty good. There's one of the brackets, I don't know how dark that actually is, but you know, I made every piece on here, other than the fact I didn't make the tubing in the plate, but every piece has been cut out, welded, painted for the most part, and cross members. It's a pretty stout little trailer. It's actually, I should have gone with a little heavier spindles. I actually made, I bought all this stuff from E-Trailer, but this is 3/8 2x3 rectangular tubing, and I capped the end, and it goes down and actually has it actually has I actually welded, I notched out, and I know you can't really see it, but I notched out the tube with the axle spindle and round into a rectangular tubing and welded all the way around it. Turned out really good, tracks great and true. I thought I was going to have to do some kind of changes on it to make sure it tracked well, but these tires were brand new when I put it on. Pretty much everything's brand new. I didn't really reuse too much on this, which is unlike me, but I figured this is a lifetime trailer and I'll never do it again. But 800, 900 miles, and you know, they have nowhere anywhere. It just tracks perfect. So anyway, that's my trailer. It works pretty good. I told you guys I'd show you. That's my carrier basket if I ever decide to put, I don't know, chains in it. I don't know if that'll happen or not, but it might. My breakaway works real well. Heavy duty hitch. That's a 12,000 pounder, even though the trailer, I guess that's what I was going to tell you, the trailer is actually rated at 10,005, minus the weight of the trailer, obviously. But I should have gone for heavier spindles. I don't know. It seemed like it would be appropriate, but in hindsight, I should have just done 14,000 pound total trailer weight, but I didn't. So anyway, let's move on to the knee now. So this is it, and like I said, if you guys have ever seen one or know anything about it, it would be awesome to hear from me, because there's virtually no information on this that I can find. So, but it does actually say Redwood City, California, Gulk, I guess that's how you say that, Gulk. Montauk Harrison Company, San Francisco, Los Angeles. Pretty simple little knee mill, probably one of the more simple ones I've ever seen. And yeah, we got rain last night, but it wasn't supposed to come till 1 o'clock today, but it came early. But this has got enough oil on it, I'm not too worried. The head, you can tell, is not perfectly vertical because I've been moving it around when I was loading and unloading and all that kind of stuff. And it actually pivots pretty easy. Just pull that bolt, and the whole head can turn virtually to any degree. It works pretty good, and you can actually pivot the head the opposite direction too. It's pretty old. I'm going to guess this is probably from the 30s or 40s, but the motor itself is actually a half horse 3/4, and half horse 3/4 3-phase, and I'll hook it up to my 3-phase system in the shop. Works pretty good. It's all pretty fluid. The whole thing moves. I got it locked down, but the whole thing moves really well, and I'll show you more when I get it in the shop. The knee on it works just smooth. Everything on it's really smooth. It's pretty well taken care of for the most part. So, and I'll show you the tooling when I start pulling it out. I got some tooling that, not all of it goes with this, but I'm going to probably try and make it, you know, go to it. I have to do some changes on it. I need to work on the actual piece here and make a new collet for it, so that quick change kind of thing. I'm not sure if 5C or R8. R8's probably too big for this motor and all that, but anyway, we'll see where it goes. And base is all nice and good. I mean, there's no cracks in it that I can see anywhere. It's actually just really decent. So it could be no, it's a spider web. Yeah, there's just nothing. It's pretty pristine. So anyway, we'll reconvene.